Hello everyone. This video is going to be about being on disability and having mental health illnesses and how someone can still safely deal with it, as well as reaching out via the phone, the internet, Skype, looking up things to do with panicking and anxiety attacks, and having the knowledge to get the proper sites to go to and whatnot. So, first and foremost, keep in touch with your doctor, your medical team, like your counselor, your doctor, your psychiatrist. They're all important to you and your continued health. And if you're having different types of attacks or different symptoms than you're used to, inform your doctors. That's what they're there for. They know if it's something to be concerned about and they can help you. Now, for me, I've had, for over 10 years, I've had panic attacks, panic disorder, and I'd get them once in a while, and I get them, but they were not half, and I'm being honest here, not half as intense as they have become now. And that is really scary for me, but I've been learning how to deal with them, because in this case, I can't just walk away and not think about what's triggering my panic attacks at all, because I need to think about it in enough to keep my social distance, to keep myself healthy, to make sure that I'm showering, washing my hands appropriately. Not just washing them normal if I go out and take the garbage out or whatnot, or the once in a while that I run over to the grocery store, or if I go to the bathroom. And it's pretty bad on this hand too. And I clean it up, and it's not as bad as it was, or as it would be, because I use a lotion, and that lotion helps to, you can put it on after a shower or after a bath or after washing your hands. And I haven't put it on for a while, and that's why they look really bad again. But they don't feel quite as bad because the lotion's helping. But with the panic disorder, I would feel a panic attack, and I've had at least one large one today. Well, not large, but severe. And those feelings, I can't explain it really. And panic is different, I think, in everyone. But I keep where I know the knowledge that I need to about what's going on. But beyond that, I avoid the news, or I fast forward commercials. I only get the information that I need to know. Otherwise, my OCD and that I obsess over it. And then that obsession triggers more panic. And during that panic, I get really, really, really afraid. And it's like I'm going to die. But I know deep down in my mind that I'm not. And I've been making sure that to help with it, that I get into a better routine so that I have a daily routine, even if I'm doing just that little bit of stuff at home. I have some family and friends that have been a huge support through this, many of which have talked to me and helped me through some of the really bad areas. I have a wonderful counselor. I have a great doctor who talked to me for a few minutes working from home and gave me a prescription on Wednesday. It was a week ago. So I've had it for a week and 2 days. I've had my prescription for something to help lessen the panic attacks. I can take it up to twice a day. I haven't had to take one yet. But if I get another one like I did today, I think I will take one. Just to help me relax and get through it. And I think that because this is actually the social distancing in that is working, and I hope that the people that aren't listening do get cracked down on and do start listening, because what they're doing, it affects the rest of us. And if everyone would just listen. I know it's hard. It's really, 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 really hard on all of us. But if every last one of us listens and only goes out when they need to, stays home, doesn't go to their neighbors or that. I've dropped stuff off at my neighbor's. She's a really good friend. But I put it on, I make sure it's clean. I put it on her patio. And then I let her know when I'm gone, and she goes out and she gets it. She then wipes down the packaging and takes what I've given her. It's something that everybody has to do. We're trying to do this so that we're not all in close proximity and giving it to each other and overwhelming the medical people. And there are those like myself that are very high risk, and even though I'm not elderly. And there are those that aren't high risk that are getting dangerous things from it. And everybody's mental health is up and down. People need to thank all the workers, the ones that are working from home, the ones that are in the drugstores, the grocery stores, Walmarts and that. Stop yelling at each other. Stop fighting. Stop hurting each other. You're just making each other's mental health worse. They're there doing their job. They're going above and beyond to make sure that, to the best of their abilities, we have the ability to go and get food and drink and that and bring it home and clean it if need be and whatnot. They don't have to do that. They choose to do that for us. We need to show them our appreciation. And someone like me that's having these really bad panic attacks, I understand. I'd rather be asked if I have a fever or do I have a headache and have a panic attack triggered and get through this than to not have those panic attacks, not be asked, and then get this serious illness that could possibly kill me. I'd rather be asked those questions. I'd rather make sure that I don't have a fever. I check my temperature prior to my PSWs coming in, just so that I know. And I'll keep my door locked and tell them, nope, sorry, you can't come in. I've got a fever if I had a fever. If I had a sore throat, a cough, anything like that. Because I'm more afraid of giving something to someone else than I am of myself. But that's because I'm a caregiver. That's who I am. Yes, I'm terrified of getting it. Don't get me wrong. But please, everyone, take care of your mental health. There are people that haven't felt panic attacks. And for me, it comes on as difficulty breathing a little bit, and my acid reflux acting up, heartburn, and it mounts, and my heart starts racing, and I start getting pins and needles in the back of my head and up on the top of my head, and my lower lip starts feeling numb and tingly, and I feel like I'm literally going to die. And I know that it's a panic attack, and it still scares me. I'm afraid, and I wanted to do for others that have never had panic attacks, never had an anxiety attack. And I want to do this series of videos in my ODSP for people like that, so that people can see that they might be having a panic attack. And if you're having anxiety issues or panic attacks or that, don't be afraid. I know that's harder said than done, but don't think that you're a lesser person because you have panic attacks now or an anxiety attacks or that. It is normal under something like this to have. Call a support line. Ask your doctor for a support line. Ask to talk to a counselor. You don't have to go in. There are ways that you can get help. Reach out. You're not alone. If you live alone and you're feeling lonely, reach out to friends, family, loved ones. Just talk on the phone, do a little video chat. My mom and sister don't like talking on the phone, but my mom has talked to me a lot of days, 15, 20 times a day, because I just want to hear her voice. And same with my sister. Be safe, everyone. Stay safe, stay well, and talk. Let people know how you're feeling. And ask for help if you need it. Don't be afraid or stigmatize yourself because you're anxious or panicky or afraid or feeling anything like that. You're not alone. It's okay. You're allowed to be scared. You're allowed to be feeling anxious or afraid. There are ways to get support and help around that so that you don't have to be so afraid or anxious. Please comment down below and let me know things that have helped you through anxiety and panic attacks. And let me know if you would like to see more of this. And please subscribe and check out my other videos to do with living on ODSP, my story, budgeting while being on ODSP. I have several different ones of food banks hauls, food hauls, and I will do a video of what's in my fridge, freezer, and deep freeze and cupboards. to show you what I have, that I'm good. I do not need to go out, not for quite a while. Peace, much love. Please reach out. Ask for help if you need it. Talk. Let's be there for each other. Let's get a chain, a prayer chain, and a chain of support going for each other. Bye-bye.